We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Twins and the Chicago White Sox. It's White Sox baseball, and it comes your way next. Gio Gonzalez will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Gio Gonzalez, quality lefty. First thing you think of when you think of Gio, that big overhand curveball. Might be one of the best curveballs in baseball. Pretty good fastball, too. 92 to 93 miles an hour. That big overhand hook and a straight changeup. Really quality pitcher.
Here's Brock Holt now, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch coming. Here it is. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time when you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the post.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him, so he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Runner at first to start the inning, and Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
From the belt, the pitch. Gonzalez has pitched just under 120 innings and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. And he falls behind 0-2. Gonzalez is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty. I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
Avisail Garcia comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Holt, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Hits this one hard the other way. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Jake Odorizzi is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
In now, Leury Garcia. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. And a curveball in for a strike. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
The pitch. And that misses 1-1.
That counts 1-1.
And the pitch. Hit hard down the line. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting second, the third baseman,
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi, he's got 5 base hits in 18 at-bats. Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
A bullet to first base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
batting third, the shortstop.
Time now to check the starting lineup card for the White Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position. That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
And there's out number 2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Eloy Jimenez. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Gonzalez is up with it. On to Healy at first, and the side is retired. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the weather forecasts I'm hearing down here point to a fairly significant threat of rain later in the ball game. Of course, the grounds crew and umpires will work to get this one in without delay, but they also told me that they won't hesitate to halt the game to let the weather pass through if it's impacting the play on the field or, of course, putting the safety of the players at risk. For now, we'll have to wait and see how things develop.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
You hope not, but you knew it potentially could happen. You kind of read the grounds crew. If they were running and scattering in the dugouts and running towards the tarp, you kind of prepared yourself. That this one was going to get shut down at some point, but you got to stay focused. That pitcher doesn't care. He's trying to take food off your table.
A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Donaldson doesn't usually enjoy left-handed pitching like this as much as he does at-bats against right-handers. I'm not sure if it's a comfort thing or if he just sees the ball better coming from the right side, but that's the book on him at this point in his career.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. The average at 284 to begin play. 21 homers, 56 runs batted in. 1 ball and 1 strike to their DH here tonight. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Oh, that one got the pitcher. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there. Michael Kopech comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate. And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. From the belt, the pitch.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Lined into right, a base hit. And this one bounds around against the wall. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the throw rings him out to dry. Bad base running mistake there for out number one. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. As the first pitch misses to him. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. And he will make it back to third safely, as he didn't have much of a chance at advancing that time. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Inside and low, 2-1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Ryan Healy, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. The 3-1. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. The throw is wild, and it gets away. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Healy. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Now the pitch. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. Twins lead it 2-0. Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. 0-1, here it comes. Line to the right side, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jose.
So here's Jose Abreu. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Strike 2.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that take.
Bounce to first. Healy brings it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out. And so here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that misses for ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Abreu swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Now a hard liner. Foul. Now the 2-1 pitch. Is strike 2 swinging. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They're down 2-0. Into the box, Nelson Cruz. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
The right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there.
Now batting.
stepping in, Eddie Rosario. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The designated hitter, Eddie Rosario.
He's set. Here it comes. Weak roller right side. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eloy Jimenez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Well, the rain's starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Again, another foul ball. Line drive, base hit to right.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Well, there it is. This one is going to be delayed as the crew chief has made the call to suspend action.
You know, Matt, I just get the feeling this isn't going to be a very long delay. And we do have some clearing skies, so I think both of these guys possibly will go back out.
Well, the rain is finally past us as we welcome you back. Fernando Romero will be the new pitcher on the mound after the delay as we are ready for more baseball. The 0-1 on its way. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 2-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And it's given the White Sox a 4-2 lead.
Solid strategy going with the right-handed reliever there, looking for the right-on-right advantage, but he took that strategy and blasted it into the outfield stands. Guy on the bump just didn't execute the pitch he wanted.
In now, Jose Abreu. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. And that's a special home run. Jose Abreu continues to add to his major league total. That's the 200th home run in what's turning into a pretty nice career.
And guys, 200 homers is a feat a lot of players never even get close to. If you get to this point, you've definitely established yourself as something of a decent power threat. So you can bet pitchers are aware of his power when he steps into the batter's box. He's definitely earned some respect.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. A swing and a ground ball to third. But the throw will be well late. So a good play, but it's all for naught as that'll be an infield single.
The right fielder.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
3 runs already home here. Down the third baseline. Donaldson's there. Holtz for 1. On to first. A double play.
Now batting, the second baseman, Brugman.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Rougned Odor. Cody Stashak, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. Here comes the first pitch. This is popped up. Healy is there. And that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 7th inning coming up. The White Sox. Ronaldo Lopez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. So coming to the plate, Nelson Cruz, a hit in 2 tries so far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now here's the pitch. To short, hit hard. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Well, when you're winning a game this late, the last thing you want to do is give the other team some hope, and that's what this error does. They have a base runner and a chance to make some noise now.
Ehire Adrianza will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 13, Ehire Adrianza.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
Hit hard back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1 to Abreu for the big double play.
Now batting.
Standing in, Caleb Hamilton is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all. 1 left for Minnesota, and the deficit remains 5-2. Ehire Adrianza stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field. Leury Garcia is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Line drive base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And the White Sox get something going here. It's a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
A 1 pitch on its way. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not.
Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Yeah, now they're looking at a 5-run deficit, and that doesn't bode very well for them, especially considering that they've only been able to scratch a couple of runs across the entire game. If this isn't the end, they can definitely see it from here.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. On the ground is short. This could be 2. To second for 1. To Healy for the double play.
Now batting.
Edwin Encarnacion now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. This one's blooped out toward right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Jose Abreu stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Adrianza is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. All set to start the 9th in this one. Up next for Minnesota, Eddie Rosario. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Lifted into center field. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Standing in, Max Kepler, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Now a line drive here is caught, and if that's not symptomatic of the way this one's gone, the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career.